Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another blind commentary. Bride of Discord, episode 4. It's really been quite a while since episode 3, I realize. I guess I was feeling kind of discouraged for the series, even as episode 3 was the first I really found I enjoyed a lot. I was kind of to the point of putting it off in favor of other things, but last week, Now Died asked me about the series, and it really is about time I got back to it, I realize. Let me say I'm sorry about the audio on episode 3. There was quite a bit of echo on the sound on the video, something that happens on other commentaries of mine, but usually isn't quite so noticeable. Disney Fanatic herself commented on that, which, was maybe a little embarrassing in a way, but this time I've adjusted my volume on my mic and stuff, so it shouldn't pick up as much of the original audio, and if I do notice a lot of echo, I'm going to go in and mute the parts where I'm not making any noise to see if that helps. Hopefully it will be better this time. Anyway, as said, episode 3 was where the story sort of started to become somewhat more interesting for me. It started with a really sweet Chira Maxine that was unsuccessfully thwarted by Discord, who began to become increasingly curious about the subject of love. He went on to make his ultimatum to the ponies, which included, among other things, a want for a bride to come to him. There was debate about who should take the role, and then it ended with a nice scene between Applejack and Fluttershy, where Fluttershy stated her intention to be the one to go with Discord. It was all pretty interesting, and this one, titled The Decision, perhaps might be even more so. Anyway, let's get started. Okay.
Previously on Bride of Discord.
You want me to stop wreaking havoc on Equestria? I simply want something in return.
What are your demands, Discord?
What I'm asking for is a bride.
Who would be willing to marry you?
We need Celeste and Luna to bring day and night, and Cadence is with child. Discord will let them go unless some pony takes her place. What if my dreams are a sign? What if this is my fate?
I think I know just who to ask.
Okay. Let's see how this is. Oh, we got an intro first. Discord. And Fluttershy. Bride of Discord. Not a lot to say during the intro. Okay, here we go. Got Applejack and Fluttershy going as a chorus, huh?
Who is coming to say hi? Why, it's dear Applejack and Fluttershy. Won't you come in with me? Sit down and have some tea?
Thank you kindly, Zakora. We could really use some tea right now. See, we have a teeny problem.
I am all ears. What brings you here?
As you probably know, Discord's back.
Yeah, this was a chorus mix back so I can't really comment on
I
that.
was fully aware that Discord was in town when I returned to find my hut upside down.
Oh, goodness.
That's not good.
It's a mess. I'm sure you've heard of Discord's demands.
News in Equestria travels fast, and it just so happened to have passed that Discord
Pretty
has
good
said
Zakora voice.
he would like a mare to wed?
That is correct.
And if he doesn't get a bride by tomorrow, he'll hurt the princesses. And well,
Fluttershy's thinking of being that bride.
Is that so? You wish to go?
Yes. No. Maybe? Oh, I don't know.
That's why I brought her here, Zecora, so you can talk some sense into her.
Perhaps I can lift your spirits up. But first, I will need your teacup.
Oh, okay.
For a long time, I see you have been most unhappy. You are haunted by your fear, the very creature that brings you here.
You can tell all that from her teacup?
But look,
Zecora knows everything.
in your future, I also see great happiness. And this is if you go with the Draconicus.
What? Give me that! You're not reading this right. How could she possibly be happy with Discord?
He may not
Discord's
be
awesome.
an angel from above, but perhaps all Discord needs is some love.
Love? Discord? Now I know you're making this up.
You mean he just wants some pony to love him?
I could be mistaken, but I assure you if this path were taken, no harm will come to you. Yet it could be that Discord is unhappy too.
I hadn't thought about that.
Because it's not true! There's no way in the wide world of Equestria that a varmint like him could ever—
Do you not remember what you thought of me when you came crashing through my tree? Was not your judgment of me wrong, yours and that of the massive throng?
That was different. We didn't know you then. But Discord, he's terrible. Do you know what he did to us? What he did to Fluttershy? What he's gonna do to the princesses?
The key to happiness is to show kindness.
Not to Discord. He's not worth the effort.
Now, Applejack, shall we
Yeah.
see what is in your tea?
Yeah, I'll pass, thank you.
Really? You do not want help alike on your conflicting emotions for Spike?
Now how did you—
Yeah, they're really going ahead with that, huh?
Come on, Fluttershy. I told you coming here was a waste of time.
I almost forgot about the Spike Applejack thing.
I know, but I didn't think she was gonna support your idea. Who's that Zebra think she is, anywho?
Got the
Fluttershy, what are you—
deviant
Oh.
art thing.
Sure looks like it.
Watermark.
Discord really fixed the place up, didn't he?
It's so dark and big and floating.
Oh, the castle.
Come on. Discord didn't want any pony bothering him.
You're right. We don't want to get him angry.
You see, Fluttershy, if you accept this deal, that's gonna be your home for the rest of your life. If you can even call
Doesn't
it a
look that
home.
bad to me.
You don't suppose Zecora was lying, do you?
I'm not calling Zecora a liar. It's Discord I don't trust.
But what if she's right? What if Discord just wants some pony to love? Like my song. Why else would he ask for a bride? All those years? I'll bet he's never even had a friend.
Well, he should have thought about that before he took over Equestria and messed up every pony's lives.
That may be, Applejack, but some pony has to go. What choice do I have?
There are plenty of ponies in Equestria, Fluttershy. It doesn't have to be you.
But how many do you think would be willing to go?
Well,
This is my choice, Applejack. I can take care of
Just
myself.
go, let her go,
I know you
Applejack.
can, Sugar. I've seen you face up to a manticore, a full-grown dragon, and a three-headed dog. But Discord, he's rotten to the core.
You don't know that.
Look, I just don't want you to get hurt.
Aww.
And I know the others don't want to lose you to that.
If I don't go, the sun may never rise again, and Cadence will never have her baby. Applejack, it's either me or all of Equestria.
If this is your decision, Sugar Cube, I'm not gonna stop you. Just promise me this. Don't do anything. For now. Tomorrow's the last day we have. If no pony comes forth by then, you may do what you wish.
I knew you'd understand,
Aw.
Applejack.
Those two are
So,
cute.
what's this about you and Spike?
It's nothing. Really, Zecora was just—
When did this happen?
When you save me from the Timberwolves, I mean, I don't—
Don't really see that.
Okay, I admit it. I kinda, sorta, like— It's just a school pony crush, nothing more.
That's so adorable.
It's embarrassing, that's what it is. Well, just as well that you know my secret after telling me yours. You can't tell any pony or any dragon, okay?
Cross my heart and hope to fly. Stick a cupcake in my eye.
Yay, Pinky
So long as
promise.
you keep my secret,
You mean
Nor
you're
will
not gonna
pick a
tell the
Fluttershy, too.
others? They have a right to know.
it'll kill them.
And how do you think they'd react if you're suddenly gone the next morning and they have no idea where you are?
You have a point. Okay, you can tell them, but
The
only
watermark
after
is
I'm
kind of
gone.
distracting,
If
but
you know.
there is a lot of cute art in this one.
Fluttershy, whatever you choose tomorrow, I just want you to know.
Yes?
You just might be the bravest pony I've ever known.
Aww.
Thanks, Applejack. That really means a lot to me.
Really doing good with the interactions between these two.
But if you don't do it,
Your fate is not to be unhappily tied to that creature for the rest of your
Order in
life.
Equestria will not stand without the princesses.
In your future, I also see great happiness. And this is if you go with the Draconicus.
There's no way in the wide world of Equestria that a varmint like him
Yet
could
it could
ever...
be that Discord is unhappy
No
too.
wonder he doesn't have any
being a
friends.
creature of chaos is a rather lonely
But this...
occupation.
He's rotten to the core.
Absolutely
You
unthinkable.
will
He may
give
not
it
be
to
an
me.
angel from above, but perhaps all Discord needs is some love.
Oh,
I
Fluttershy.
know what I have to do.
She's gonna go there anyway.
It's the third day, and the sun still hasn't risen.
Hand-drawn and
Stars
colored
in the moon
twilight.
are starting to fade. No ponies come forth yet. Oh, what are we gonna do? The deadline's near.
Twilight!
Rainbow Dash?
You've got to come quickly.
What is it? What's wrong?
It's Fluttershy. She's gone.
Gone? What do you mean gone?
See for yourself. Come on.
Twilight! Oh, thank goodness. It's terrible, just terrible.
Got
Where's
everyone
Fluttershy?
there.
We have no idea.
I found this note on Fluttershy's pillow.
Let me see that. Dear friends, I am very sorry,
But it was the only way. Do not come after me. This was my choice. Applejack will explain. Please, take care of my animals, especially Angel. Tell them I'm sorry, because I am. Love, Fluttershy.
Aww.
Applejack, do you know anything about this?
No, she did it. She gone and did it. I tried to talk her out of it. I really did. But she made me pinky promise not to tell y'all.
Not to tell us what?
Calm down, Applejack. What happened?
Okay. That's really cute.
Any pony home? Oh, I can't do this. You can do this. Just be brave.
Be brave like Rarity.
Hello? Discord?
Well. If it isn't the element of kindness herself, come to negotiate some more.
Well, sort of.
Strange that Twilight would send you to try to reason with me. Well, you can tell your precious princess that my mind has not changed. I will take a bride and nothing else.
And a
Not that
bride you
strange.
shall have.
Is that so? Well, who is the lucky mare?
Right here.
Come again.
I will be your bride.
How's Discord gonna take this?
Oh, I get it. This is a joke, right? Who put you up to this? Twilight? Oh, maybe that breaks to Pinkie Pie? Rainbow Dash, right? You're serious about this?
Yes.
You?
Uh-huh. If that's alright.
I know Pony put you up to this.
This was my choice, but if you'd rather have some pony else, I completely understand as I'm not the most attractive
Oh,
pony.
no, hold on.
No,
I
you're
didn't say I
pretty-
wasn't interested.
You're pretty adorable, Fluttershy.
What are you doing?
She is pretty.
Well,
You'll do. But tell me, my dear, are you certain this is what you want? Because if you agree to this, there's no going back.
If I marry you, will you keep your promise and let the princesses go?
My dear, you have my word.
And I'll never see my friends again?
Think of it this way. You could either spend an eternity living comfortably, catered to your every need, or spend the rest of your short, miserable life in a world of darkness.
Catered to my every need?
If we are to be married, what's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. Call it incentive. If it is in my power, I shall give you whatever you desire.
Why would you do that for me?
I want my wife to be comfortable. I assure you, you'll be much better off than you are in this dreadful, sunless, boring world. So what will it be, my dear? Perhaps I should be a little bit more romantic. Let's see, you use a diamond for this, right? Voila.
Oh dear.
So, my dear Fluttershy.
The ponies are here.
Fluttershy, don't!
Girls?
You keep away from her, you creep! Hey! Let us in!
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a proposal here.
Wait! Please, let me say goodbye to them.
Fine. Just make it quick.
I told you girls not to follow me.
We couldn't let you go with him!
Fluttershy, don't do it!
Pebble Blue? We told y'all to see
Even the
what's shining
CMC
on.
are there.
We wanted to help save Fluttershy.
You're not really going to marry him, are you, Fluttershy?
I'm afraid so.
That's crazy talk.
You have so much to live for!
I have to do this.
No, you don't! There has to be another way!
There is no other way. If I don't do this, Equestria is doomed forever, and Cadence will never have her baby.
But do you have any idea what this monster might do to you?
He might feed you chocolate bunnies until you get a bellyache!
No
I don't
pony
think he's
chooses
gonna
my
do
fate
that,
but
Pinkie
me.
Pie.
Fluttershy, you can't possibly marry this beast!
Well, see if I invite you to the wedding.
I'm sorry, but this is my decision.
But Fluttershy, we'll never see you again! Never, ever, ever!
I know.
We'll find another way to get the princesses back. I'll even go in your place. We'll...
Twilight! She's right.
What? Applejack, you can't be serious!
Fluttershy's
Applejack
the only
understands.
pony in control of her destiny. If her decision is to save Equestria, we should respect that decision.
Thank you, Applejack.
Aww.
Take care of yourself, you hear?
I will.
Oh,
Make sure my animals get everything they need.
of course, Sugar Cube. Fluttershy, you can't. You won't. Not you.
You stood up for me so many times.
And she
Now
also
can we turn the favor?
did a lot of stuff at your expense.
Darn it. Now you've gotten me all sappy. I'll miss you, Flutters.
I'll miss you too.
If he gives you any trouble, I'll give him a 1-4.
But you can't leave, Fluttershy.
Aww.
You're the best full sitter we've ever had!
And if your stare doesn't work on him, how are you gonna...
I'll be fine. You three just worry about yourselves.
But we'll miss you.
And I'll miss you.
Aww.
I don't see how you can even think of leaving when you have so many friends who will miss you.
Rarity, you can keep my clothes if you like.
Darling, you can't expect me to... Don't be silly. I'll donate them.
Rarity's
They're
crying.
not in my size.
That's never good.
Fluttershy, you're one of the best friends I've ever had.
Except when it's
Too,
hilarious.
Rarity.
Oh, Fluttershy.
Pinkie Pie.
I'm gonna miss you so much! Don't forget us, okay? I mean, even though you'll never see us again, don't forget our names. I mean, it's easy to forget some ponies named after a while, but don't forget us!
I won't forget you, Pinkie.
I know!
Spike, I...
Don't say it! I'm gonna miss you, Fluttershy.
I'll miss you too.
Fluttershy, please.
I'll
And
be
Twilight.
fine. I promise.
How can you keep a promise like that?
You know how good I am with creatures. I think I can tame him.
But
For the princesses.
you're braver than any pony I know. Remember that.
Gag. Hello? Still waiting for an answer here?
Yes.
Discord looks interesting in that art
This is
style.
getting way too mushy for my taste. Yeah.
Be safe.
I will.
Well...
Ponies are like thinner than usual, and he's
I
less
will
thin.
marry
It's
you.
Excellent.
interesting.
Now to
Looks
pick up
kinda
my
nice.
fiancée.
You heard hair on her head.
Oh, quit your yapping. I won't harm this precious pony so long as you don't try and take her back. If any of you even attempts to enter my kingdom, our deal is off.
Okay, I wonder who's gonna...
Stop squirming, my dear. I hate to drop my fiancé.
Rainbow, don't! Let me at him! There's nothing we can do now.
Listen to Miss Honesty here, Dashi. She gets the idea.
Come on, Rainbow Dash. We can take him.
Scootaloo, no!
Come on, Ugly. Put him up.
Well, I'd
Oh,
love to
Scootaloo.
stay and watch you make fools of yourselves, but we have a wedding to plan.
Okay.
She's gone! She's gone! She's gone!
Cry, you will not cry, you will not cry, you will not cry. You will not cry.
What's happened?
Our horns are back.
Where's Discord?
Celestia! And those other two.
What's the matter?
Why do you all weep so?
Oh, Princess Luna. It was so awful.
What was awful, dear Scootaloo?
Discord. He's taking a brat.
What? Who? Twilight, who did he take?
You can probably figure that one out for yourself, Celestia. Pony missing there.
Oh, I love it when I win.
Could you put me down, please?
Huh? Yes. Behold my queen-to-be. Our kingdom awaits. Like what I've done with the place?
It's lovely.
Yes, cotton candy clouds really liven it up, don't they? Oh, but this is nothing. Wait until you see the inside.
Okay, that looks
It
interesting.
took a while to come up with the design. I borrowed some ideas from a fellow called Escher. What do you think?
Of course you did.
I think I'm getting dizzy.
You'll get used to it. After all, this is your new home.
My new... Oh,
My. She's even lovelier when unconscious.
Bring Rarity's couch out of nowhere.
Sleep well, my bride-to-be.
Aw, Fluttershy looks cute. Although, I guess she always does, but whatever. He continued. And then the credits. Got more art of Fluttershy and Discord in the background. Okay. So, yeah, I'm glad I decided to continue this, as this was another really good entry in the series. It still continues to improve in terms of presentation and performances and the such. Story keeps building too, even as this one was really just mainly following through with what was set up in the last one. That's fine though. Fluttershy's choice being as critical as it is, it helps to have an entire episode just to itself to give it the weight it deserves. And what else? We brought in another character in, Zecora. That's good. She's someone I always enjoy seeing, and she was utilized well here, giving a little foreshadowing that maybe things won't be so bad in the end. That's nice. A little hope keeps it from becoming too solemn. What else? I still can't really buy into the whole Spike Applejack shipping. It's just kind of weird to me. And yeah, I'm sure some of you are rolling your eyes and thinking, yeah, it's not like Rarity shipped with Rainbow Dash makes any more sense, and that's fine. You're entitled to your shipping opinions, but just for me, I've always sort of thought of Spike as more of a kid character, closer in age and maturity to the CMC than the main six. I know we don't actually see the CMC in the Cutie Mark Chronicles flashbacks, and there's no real way of knowing how their ages actually compare to Spike, but the occasional moment of mature clarity aside, Spike just seems like he's written more like a child character, and it's honestly a little weird for me to see him seriously shipped with any of the adult characters as a result. But that's not too major a thing yet, and it's made up for the fact that most all the other relationships read pretty true. Maybe Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash is written a little closer to what fans want their relationship to be, and less like the often one-sided relationship we can actually observe in a lot of episodes. But most everyone else was pretty perfectly in character. I really continue to enjoy how the friendship between Fluttershy and Applejack is being portrayed especially. That was probably the highlight of this one for me. It was all really sweet. Discord was pretty good too. His reaction to Fluttershy coming forward was pretty enjoyable. I'm eager to see how their relationship will start to develop in the coming episodes. Could be a fun thing to see. But yeah, this was good. I think I'll try not to put off the next one quite as long as I did this. Hope you liked the commentary. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.